fine. Okay. We're online.
This is Azlan, and this is
Pavilion.
yeah. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and I just took my clonazepam, 1 milligram, half a tablet, which I haven't taken for quite a while, and
Okay.
supposed to take lah,
Uh-huh.
and haven't taken because I'm afraid if Pavel wakes up in the middle of the night has this nightmare,
Uh-huh.
and then if the nightmare is frightening, there's a possibility he might have anxiety attack or panic attack or even meltdown.
Melting.
So I was so worried about him in case that happens. I thought I'd better be prepared to handle and do an intervention. I'm quite good at doing intervention, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you do a meltdown, how fast I go
Pretty
and
good.
snap you out of it?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good.
If you have a meltdown, how fast can I
Can
snap you out of it?
the record was I think 2-3 seconds lah.
Less than a minute, definitely. Yeah.
Couple of seconds lah. Yeah.
Alright.
You got grab car, what?
Yeah, that one, he panicked when I impounded his motorbike, you know?
Uh,
Yeah, he thought he couldn't get anywhere. He didn't know that I had planned to drive
seriously,
him around.
that's the first time I realized. No, not maybe realized or what. It's the first time I was out of control, and I think got lucky lah.
Yeah. The other one where he got out of control was the morning after you see the psychiatry Wednesday.
The MPPJ one, you see.
When the FBI.
Yeah, but that one was all controlled, you see, because that one was all like I winded down the.
Yeah, wait, tell what happened first. He actually dropped or misplaced or lost his IC.
What my ID?
Then the father's ATM card,
Yeah.
which was important because all the donation money was going there. And if he had lost the ATM card, he can't withdraw the donation money because this guy.
Okay, that wasn't a big problem. I think the biggest.
No, that one also we took the precaution of taking all the money out. Except we left
the day before.
Yeah, before I put it into my bank account. And then we had $29.23, but I told him to take out the $20 for his pocket money. So there was $9.23, which couldn't have been withdrawn through ATM because the amount, can't withdraw like $9.20. Yeah. So $20 there, and he had some money from before. So I think he had $37 altogether that morning in your wallet.
Which is quite a lot for me. I mean, for me it's a lot. 37 ringgit.
Yeah.
Hey, you can go and have a meal for 4 people somewhere. A decent meal. I could survive for 4 days. If I can stretch it to
anyway,
1 week, 37 ringgit, I know how to live below the poverty line.
So the cash was negligible amount lah, okay? But the big pain in the neck was the ATM. ATM card. Because
and the ID.
And the ID. ID I've known how to make new one, so not kacang putih lah, no big deal. Okay, and then
ID used to take 3 weeks minimum. Now with this time.
So anyway, because all those important documents lost, and then he couldn't figure out where he left it or where he dropped it or where he misplaced it, which is normal when you're on olanzapine, because how olanzapine works is it's dopamine antagonist, and it prevents sensory input to being embedded in your memory cells. It creates a dysfunction there. So he will have short-term memory but not long-term memory, and you tend to be very forgetful, absent-minded, scatterbrain is all over the fucking place most of the time, driving me fucking crazy. And then sometimes I get annoyed at him when I really should be annoyed at the illness. Okay, so I apologize for that. I'm having slurred voice here, like macam orang mabuk, and my thinking is a bit slow, but mellow. I'm mellow, you know. I'm like a yellow banana. Yeah. I'm mellow yellow.
You're looking good as well as
I'm also having like flying off the tangent, cakap merepet sikit. You know, like when I talk about being mellow, then suddenly enter my head the song I'm mellow yellow, I'm electrical banana. Anyway, he goes on like this all the fucking time. And it's two things. It's the illness that does it, and also paradoxically, I can pronounce big word without slurring that. He what was I gonna say?
toast with cheese, please.
No, anyway, the important thing was he lost all that important stuff, and he had like meltdown in the car. But because he had a lot of breakdown previously, and I already trained him how to do it. So while I was driving, he wind down.
Credit to you, lah. I mean, whatever it is, I credit to you, lah. I mean, definitely, you can do stuff that most people cannot do on me. Like I explained to you yesterday. Basically, it was about success rate. I think Azlan has a higher success rate when it comes with me. Like when there's new stuff concerned, and usually I remember old friend of mine, Hemalata. She was a nurse, and she used to bring me on car trips, and she remarked that at the end of the day, you're quite a conservative fella. She told me, and it kind of like, I don't know, it kind of made me think, and yeah, I'm pretty conservative sometimes, and it's sometimes people don't think I am conservative. People think I'm quite liberal and stuff like that, and the thing is, I am not sometimes, but my conservative parts are really conservative, so I wouldn't like try something new without like scratching my head 10 times, doing that, like doing whatever lah, go to thinking and just running away and stuff, and actually pretending to actually do the thing whatever people want me to do, and like not really doing it.
Anyway, he was talking about my success rate. I asked him from the time he met me on September 4th until now, every suggestion that I make, I ask him try, even to take the fisherman's friend instead of cigarettes, which is so much like anti that, and then you continue the story.
Yeah, it's basically that conversation started on last night after dinner, after fisherman's friend. Like I've never had a fisherman's friend which I could tolerate, which I could think about taking twice. In fact, I've never taken a fisherman's friend twice.
The fisherman's friend Ori is really triple
orange
cow.
And ginger for me, I think for smokers out there or whatever.
The entry level.
I think the pack. Let's do some.
The entry level fisherman's friend for people who hate fisherman's friend is actually the one flavor called mandarin and ginger. It's very soothing for the throat, especially like me. If you have sore throat and surat basah suara sexy macam DJ, you take that one. We are all having slurred voices and slow thinking because it's the first thing in the morning. I think it's 7:30, and I woke up because I had to take a pee. And you can imagine me walking to the toilet like malayang layang, don't have good muscle coordination, and like ooh, like also a funny movement, like trying to balance myself and walk like the bang the boom, and then pegang the wall, pegang the door, dung, 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 make a lot of noise. But that's part of the cause because I'm on lorazepam. No, no, not lorazepam. I'm on clonazepam, which actually is the same family as lorazepam. All the zepams and diazepam and um,
I'm on.
whatever. They're all members of a class of drugs called the benzodiazepines. And I have studied this. I know the metabolic pathway. In fact, I took a course on pharmacology from Princeton University.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're like genius level.
I know about
from
CP,
Princeton.
whatever,
Yeah.
and
jealous,
what do you call
man.
it? The psychodynamics and the psycho. What's the other psycho
Psychotropic.
thing? No, psychodynamics and
We're in the
pharmacodynamics.
psychotropics
And, anyway,
Tropic.
right now in the morning when we try to recall stuff, we have
It's called Arnie.
selective,
It's called Arnold
selective
Schwarzenegger.
amnesia, because that's what the drugs do. They're kind of fun that way because you forget things and then your mind play tricks. I thought I put my specs. It always happened my specs. I thought I put my specs there, but they're not there. Like until now, I can't find my bloody tenancy agreement, which I signed on August 23rd or something. So if I don't get it stamped by September 23rd, I have to pay a 50%, 100% penalty.
September 23rd when? October. September 23rd?
Yeah, which is today lah.
You're
Yeah, so and then today's stamping office also closed. So sometimes things play hide and seek with me because I put it there, or I thought I did, but my brain cannot remember for a fact. And then the other thing is with psychiatric patients, please don't kemas their stuff. Don't take their stuff and put somewhere else. It fucking confuses them, And sometimes I get panic attack because somebody
You
go
know
and
what?
take.
You know what, Azlan? My grandmother.
She plays that game with you, is it?
No, my grandmother.
Yeah.
She is the most respectful being in the whole universe because you know why?
Right.
I think she knew about this and she knew I was a psychiatric case. Even from my grandmother's illiterate, she's never gone to school and stuff like that. But she's ethnobio.
Yeah, she's the ethnobotanist.
Ethnobotanist because she's gone to India. She's brought coconuts from Malaysia and planted them in India and taken coconuts from India and planted them in my backyard.
I can resonate with her.
Okay, please don't tell the
because
authorities because I think it's illegal because you can't do that. You can't.
I can resonate with her because I'm a bio pirate as well. I'm like, what's that guy's name? H.N. Ridley. Go to, I went to Peru last year and I brought back a whole bunch of seeds.
Okay.
Lucuma putera. You can look it up yourself lah. I can't be bothered to explain to you. Well, maybe I explain a little bit lah. It looks like an avocado, and it's ripe. It's completely black. Nothing much to look at, but the EC tastes like maple syrup. It's so sweet and gorgeous, and the texture is like cooked sweet potato. Of course, it's not keto compliant lah because it's got so much fucking sugar. But avocado is keto compliant because 8% fat. Yeah.
What made you hallucinate?
So no, it's not hallucination. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I have lucuma powder. I think maybe I finished it. I put it in milkshakes and stuff. It's really nice. Okay, that's lucuma putera. And then they have granadilla. Granadilla is like passion fruit. Okay. But it's so much sweeter. In fact, the whole world, they can make more money if they commercialize granadilla and stop growing this passion fruit. waste of time.
Yeah, a lot of people should listen to it. But
Because
Azlan's
passion
advice,
fruit is
with a
very
pinch of salt,
sour.
obviously, but
Hey, without pinch of salt, I'm
okay.
always right.
Alright.
How many times he challenged me, like he can't even find cattle on
Those are minor
Wikipedia.
I wouldn't challenge
And
Azlan,
then-
seriously. I wouldn't challenge him.
And then we read about Raymond
Unless
Cattle,
it's challenging,
culture fat
you know.
test number 3, semua. And then he said, wow, when he starts reading about the culture test, IQ test,
Hey,
wow,
but-
people have done this
But
thing, right?
you've sort of been okay. I have to say you've been wrong, but not really wrong.
Yeah, the Prince Philip one lah.
Prince
That
Philip one.
fucker is not a Battenberg because the mother was Prince Ellen
Yeah.
of Battenberg.
But
He's not a Mountbattenberg.
I
Dia
know.
tumpang mak dia
I
punya
know.
side. What
But
is that?
officially on
Anyway,
he's
his
a
father's
he's a-
side, the bloody Greek,
I know.
Yeah.
But he adopted the word. So legally, he's a Battenberg.
Yeah, tapi by right. Macam
Not
macam
legally,
macam
but
macam
legally he carries the
no
name of
macam
Battenberg.
my friend kan, bapak dia
I know,
Serani.
I understand.
Dan bapak dia Serani, mak dia Tengku.
But
And then,
ini macam
and
apa
then
tau? Ada
dia,
temenggung,
dia tak boleh lah ambil title Engku kan,
I know.
or Tengku or whatever.
But in Malaysia got Negeri Sembilan is what ada what
Perpati, matriarchal society.
yeah, matriarch.
Because my forefathers on my father's side
yeah.
are Minangkabau.
There you go. All right.
Anyway, we've already like digressed and gone all
Alright.
over the fucking place. Because the
Alright.
point was you lost your fucking IC
Yeah.
and which I told him we should change it because his IC was falling to pieces anyway.
Anyway,
But
there was 30
then,
ringgit
but
in my
then,
IC. I had it on the
yeah,
top up.
he had touch and go,
Touch and go and
electronic money in the IC, 30 ringgit. To me, 30 ringgit is a small price to pay lah. Just go and
Get it changed.
get it changed and then sacrifice that
But the
30.
good news
Yeah.
was nowadays it's so fast. At the JPN Jabatan.
No, but you had the meltdown. Okay, we have to go step by
I
step.
did have the
He
meltdown.
had like major meltdown, but because I taught him how to do a meltdown, while I was driving,
Yeah.
he wind down the screen and then he pre-warned me. He said, "Azlan, I'm going to have a meltdown. I'm going to scream out the window." And then he screamed. I tell you, it was a primordial scream straight from the gut. It was so loud. These two jokers with uniform with MPPJ logo came. They came to me and then I was like, cover my face like that lah. Let him scream, let it be over,
I even had the time to scream and say,
okay.
all you fucking idiots and all.
Yeah,
And then
he
because
was angry at the world. He was angry
I was
at
angry.
everyone except me. That was a good part. I was so
I
flattered.
took the time to tap Azlan and say except you because I mean it was not fair for Azlan because he was driving me there and he was,
So what do you say? Fuck the world or
I
something?
don't know lah. No, it was actually I didn't use swear words. I think I used
No, his scream was so loud. It was like you didn't need to have words to know that it was so angry. There was so much angst, existentialist angst.
But that was
Okay, if
like
you don't know what
control,
existentialist angst is, you better look it up because a very fundamental thing in psychology and in human brain kind of like talk therapy and stuff. You know, if you go and study psychology, like cultural side as opposed to molecules, scientific kind of psychology is very fundamental.
maybe I should go and study. You know.
Anyway, the MPBG.
Because that's the only way.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay,
only way I
okay.
can get into some conversations with you and your friends
Well-
because you always get into some
Well,
psychological things. right?
well. He's going for a course on the 29th September with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
Tomorrow
be
we will
Jalan Rajalaut.
Tomorrow we're going mind faculty. We're going to do.
No, not tomorrow, Wednesday.
Not tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Monday, nah.
Tuesday. Oh,
Day, nala da.
today is my. Oh yeah.
And I've been learning a lot of choice Tamil words. So if anybody wants to annoy me, please be prepared. I have a whole host of choice Tamil words that
I've been teaching in Tamil.
I'm talking about a
You guys
particular Tamil lady, Tamil speaking lady who
Oh, you better watch out, whoever you are. I don't know what. Sometimes I don't know what
who
he
makes
me
a
for
mission
his
out
grade.
of irritating me. You know, yesterday I told people I was under a lot of stress and irritability and I had no fucking time to even go to their events and or even RSVP, you know. And the first thing
Is this?
I call her a cow sow,
Uh-oh.
a sow cow. You know,
At least
sow
at
cow
least
bitch
it's
lah,
Chinese.
because she's like subhuman lah, bloody animal, no? Anyway, I don't know, she got zero EQ lah as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, you're getting.
I don't have much EQ as well, because I'm very blunt, you know? You fucking mess up with me, I'll tell you you're a fucking idiot, and I'll screw your head on right.
I work for SQ, which is Singapore.
Yeah, what about Singapore Airlines?
It's like customer service. You know?
I say this is how a good example of people flying off the tangent. I'm talking about EQ.